Hey guys, it's Damien again. Right now I'm behind a local department store, and they have a patch of pine trees that I want to play around in. I live in northern Illinois. There's not a lot of scenic area. I live about, say, a half hour west of O'Hare in the suburbs. So we don't really have a lot of wide open places where I can fly. So what I usually do is I just find a little hiding spot somewhere, and a lot of developments and strip malls, they have a lot of nice tree patches in the area that I like to just play around in. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get started here, and I'm going to show you guys kind of what I do for fun in the local area with my drone. Alright, let's go ahead and get these propellers started. Alright, we are going to take off. And it is really windy today. So, let me turn on my head tracking. I always do head tracking, I like that better. Very windy today. Very windy today. I don't live far from the Windy City, so that's kind of always a problem when I'm flying. So let me show you what I'm doing right now. So this is about 10 minutes from my house. Looks like we got a, big box store here. I think that's a Lowe's or something. Got a Culver's, strip mall. So this is kind of what, my area looks like, mostly suburbia. So you see here, there's a little forest preserve right here. That's a nice place. We're going to go there another time. See this patch of pine trees here? Well, one thing I've really enjoyed is playing around with the pine trees. Probably because there's been no leaves on the trees since I started my drone hobby. And so I guess pine trees are only looking green. I've always kind of liked them in my life. I thought they were like some of the better looking trees. So what I do is I don't have big, beautiful areas, mountains in my area, so I just kind of like to play around in little patches like this. See, yeah, it's not like amazing scenery, but whoa, that was close. But it's nice. So yeah, I like to just play around, and I'm really just honing my slow movement, precise skills here. Just trying to do some stuff like that. Stay away from that guy. He's got a lot of sticks sticking out of him. So yeah, I like these pine trees and clusters of pine trees. I've been kind of playing around with climbing the trees. Kind of like gimbal up, drone straight up. So yeah, I'm doing the head tracking. Sometimes I get spun around like that. Yeah. So what I'm trying to also do is kind of go down like this, like straight down. I think this is a cool shot. Like if I was in like a massive pine forest with like massive pine trees, I could just play around with a group of trees like that all day. I think it's pretty fun. So yeah, I'm kind of messing around with stuff like this. And one thing with the head controller, with the head tracking and the motion controller, is I feel like, I can't see myself really, but I feel like if somebody's looking at me, they think I'm a weirdo. Like doing some kind of weird, silent, interpretive dance, moving my head around and my hands around. So I'm always kind of like, is there someone standing around me like, what the heck is that guy doing? Another thing I'm also kind of worried about is, sometimes, I would guess that I kind of look like a weirdo with big sunglasses on, pointing a gun. So one thing is, it's like I got this the vest, to hopefully make myself look official or like I'm supposed to be there. So people don't start calling the police. I don't even And this is, you know, I'm kind of like developing my own style. You know, I'm kind of playing around with this slow, like, cinematic close-up. Kind of playing with these trees. You know, I think that looks cool. One thing I'm kind of like trying to perfect is climbing a tree, jumping over it, and then going back down the backside. So let's try and give that a try. Pointing the motion controller down, head down. I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to try and... We have a lot of gloomy days here. There is no, there has been very few sunny days since I started droning. Okay, so I'm just going to try and climb this. Get like a cool cinematic view and go to the top. This is very difficult to do. Position the controller correctly. Also, we got like 25-mile-per-hour gusts here. We are in the Windy City lights, you know, that's a big gust. And so it's very difficult for me to do these close, precise little big gusts. So maybe we're not going to do much of that today, but yeah, see, that camera's shaking all over, so this is a very bad day. But it's okay. I do it even when my app says I'm not supposed to. The what is it, the UAV app or something like that? UAV weathers. So I don't think it's ever told me I had a good day, because we have nothing less than 15-mile-per-hour gusts. I have not seen a day yet without at least 15-mile-per-hour gusts. Normally it's 25 to 30 miles per hour gusts. And I fly in that because if I didn't, I wouldn't be flying. So I'm kind of getting used to, whoa, yeah, that's close to dust. So, yeah. Just trying to have a good time with the, what I got, you know. Yeah, I used to do crazy stuff like this. I don't know, this is good. Probably wasn't the best idea. I think these cool close-up shots of these trees just like make the trees look epic. You know, like they're this massive, beautiful thing, and I'm just this like tiny spaceship in school wearing this cool rouge. This is the cool shot. It's coming down and going past some trees like that. I think that's cool. I'm gonna have to wait for a less windy day if it ever comes. But if there is, if I'm looking at the weather and it says there's going to be like no wind one day, I'm going to prepare all this for it. I'm going to make sure everything's charged, all loaded up so I don't waste any time for that day. Let's see if we can do another climb. I want to climb up and over. Get this controller and everything. That's much head tilt up, head tilt down, controller tilt down. Oh, not very good. Didn't land that one. But that's why I have to fly more, kid. I do a lot of practice. Alright, up. Let's see, I'm spinning around. That's one thing, is when you start pointing this motion controller up, sometimes I think you go beyond the like top point, and then you begin just like spinning around. So that's good. That's a good angle. Alright. And that's kind of what I had in mind. That was a pretty good one. The only thing is this, the Avatar is great. I love it. You can get these unique shots like that. I think it would be maybe more difficult to do that with like an RC controller. I don't know. I'm a new guy. But one thing I do like about my Mini 2 is I can get those perfect like shots, perfectly straight, you know. But I would never dare do what I'm doing now. Another thing I noticed is the Mini 2 pretty good for photographs because I like to do a lot of top-down, gimbal down 90 degrees shots, kind of like this. But with the Avata, you can see the gimbal cage where it is, so you can't really do that with. But yeah, one thing I'm playing around with is different gimbal names. So I'm gonna try gimbal down a lot. I like that the parallax effect of the top of the tree and the bottom of the tree. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. I've never operated any kind of aircraft or anything before. I used to drive robots for one of my old jobs. So I kind of got a feeling of, pressing buttons on a controller and having those buttons translate to real world movements of a device like robots. Aircraft like this. But this is great, I get to see it like all this cool. I've never seen, until I started doing this, I've never seen trees. I live in a flat estate. So the only time I seen trees like this at this angle was when I was climbing them as a little kid. But now I guess it's kind of like climbing, right? Look. All right, I made it to the top of this. Good climber now. Stuck up there, Joe. See that? That was a gust that just blew me away. So this is a new channel, and what I'm looking for is a lot of suggestions on just making videos all together. I mean, from filming to putting the filters on and editing videos and pictures with software. I've never really done much of that my whole life, so this is all totally new to me. So if you guys are seeing anything that I can improve, whoa, that was a cool gust right there. That's totally blew me up. So if you guys see anything that or any suggestions or any comments, please send it. I want to get better. I know that your guys' suggestions help that out a lot. Low battery there. So I hit that the exact same moment it went into low battery return. So I thought it crashed, but it actually didn't. So that was quite cool. So I got 4.5 minutes left on this battery. I'm only standing 30 seconds away, so go for it. See, another thing I like is these ascending gimbal up or back up. Orbits like that. Those are really cool. So I'm gonna practice with those. Anybody else live in northern Illinois? Wants to get together sometime, just play around for a little bit, that would be cool. Or if anybody knows of any suggestions of any places, maybe no more than an hour away from O'Hare Airport, that would be nice to film like this. There's not a lot of this where I live, so if anybody knows any spots, please let me know. I'd love to go to all different new places. Let's take another quick look over here. Click it. We'll go find me hiding over there. See, I'm all the way back in these trees because I don't want anyone to see me. Because I'm kind of nervous about getting harassed or somebody accusing me of filming them. Alright, well, I'm bringing it in. It's good talking to y'all. Keep in touch, and this is Damien out for the day.